Hi guys, my name is Lefebure. I'm a co-founder and Chief Creative Officer of Design Army in Washington, D.C. Today I'm going to walk you through a project of how we create a visual-first campaign through strong design and art direction. A little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Bangkok, Thailand. Since I was very young, I was obsessed with all things visual. I often get lost in the process of creating and making art, and until today, I often surround myself with a lot of visual. Hong Kong Ballet is one of the most premier dance company in Asia, and they were challenged by the brand perception. When there are so many other options for entertainment, the ballet came across as being too boring, too classic, too elite. So I asked the client to send us the collateral material, and looking through the previous year campaign, we found a lack of brand consistency in the look and feel and the voice. As you can see here, the art direction, photography, and design were all over the place, which make the brand very disjointed. So our solution came in three parts. Number one, we must create brand consistency through photography, typography, and design. Second, we need to reach a much wider audience, make ballet accessible to everyone. And third, how can we make people fall in love with Hong Kong and ballet again? So we pitched the idea of taking dancers all around Hong Kong in the most iconic location, but we want to shoot it differently. Here's the first key visual. You see the 5 ballerinas stand in front of Hong Kong Harbor. You know, their pose is quite powerful and graphic, and you can see the detail of their hair sticking up to mimic the Hong Kong skyline. We play with symmetry a lot. We want to tell the story of two gangsters fighting in the air at one of the most iconic spots in the city. Here we bring humor to the ballet in a fun and whimsical composition. We use design principle of repetition to create an impact. So you can see here that we repeat the round shape from the bob hair to the red tutu to the circular doorway. And this is one of my favorite shots. It's absolutely a happy accident. We were not planning to shoot at this particular location, but I happened to have lunch with the producer, and I was like, why are we not shooting here? The color is perfect. So Subteam and I and Dean were, last minute try to figure out a composition and see if we can throw one more shot at the end of the shoot. And it turned us out to be one of the best shots. To a lot of people, color has nothing to do with the concept. Color is just an execution. But for me, color is so important because color has meaning to humans psychologically and culturally. And when you use it wisely, it's magic. It is something that people will remember. We ask ourselves, how can we make ballet relevant, joyful, and fun? Can we combine the classic with the hip-hop, with the pop culture? Can we blend all the things that doesn't really make sense together in one film and create some new visual language that is unexpected from the ballet company? So let's take a look. So how did we do it? Everything at Design Army always starts with sketches. I'm pretty old school when it comes to creative process. I love the process of sketching because that's how you get what in your head, to come out. The way we design the film is really similar of how we would design a book. We want to take the viewer through the journey in a structured format. When you design a book, you have the opening chapter, and then you have an inside, and we work a lot with layout, pacing, composition, and scale. Once the concept get approved, then we begin to find the perfect location. We work closely with producer in Hong Kong, Kim, to find specific location that has beautiful color. And we also looking for location with a strong graphic line, such as crosswalk or basketball court, because the look and feel is very, very graphic. Wardrobe and makeup is so important to me. Wardrobe and makeup is how you transform a dancer into a character. So we want to get that done right. And we know that we're going to be shooting this film all over the city, which is quite colorful already on the background. So we decided to go with fluorescent neon tights to make sure that we can see the dancer pop out of the very, very busy location. Music is such a huge part of this film. I was working closely with Simon Lister, trying to figure out how we can turn bolero into 3 different chapters. One is the classic bolero. Second is the hip hop bolero. Third one is the Chinese bolero. So this is how we kind of figured out the music. We put the music and the sketches together to get a sense of timing, and we use this as the blueprint at the shoot. When you come to the shoot, always expect shit to happen. It always does. One of the grandma could not sync up with the other two, no matter how much we try. So we end up have to find a replacement at the last minute. And of course, the weather could not be any worse. It rains the whole entire time while we were shooting. Here's a quick rehearsal in the busiest street in Hong Kong. We had to shoot through the traffic light since we couldn't pull the permit for that particular intersection. People say design is in the detail. I believe design is the detail. We sketch out everything from location, wardrobe, composition. Sometimes we don't even know if the dancer is going to be able to do that split or not, but we draw it anyways. And somehow the team always make it happen with his dancer. They're super talented, and of course Dean Alexander is such an excellent photographer, and we've been working together for so long that we were able to deliver the same vision. And that's the part of why it's so valuable to work with people you trust. What we really want is to make people feel the sense of joy when you watch the ballet, even with the still photography. What I love about being creative director is that we have a power to project an image to the world in a very positive way. Last year, Hong Kong has been through a really, really tough time, because of the protests and then the virus. It's a tough year. But when you see these images, all around town, it just gives you a little bit of glimpse of the smile to someone's face. But again, not everyone is going to like your work. Design is very subjective, and you have to have a thick skin when you get the review. This is my all-time favorite quote by Tibor Carmen. He say, "When you make something no one hates, no one loves it." And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoy this session. Ping me anytime at Pum Lefebure or at Design Army. I hope you guys stay safe and well.